Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning back, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much. I appreciate your support. If you're interested in getting a subscription to help the daily forecast, you can go over to patreon.com and look up Engelgeist and choose a subscription level. Over there you get the daily forecast a day early and other sort of readings that are available specifically over there. You can also follow my Instagram at Engelgeist333. Like my business page, follow it. Book private readings through asking questions there on the business page. Or you can just share out the video, hit the thumbs up button, leave a question or a comment. Greatly appreciated. All of that stuff helps out the channel. Alright, so today is the reading for the Greater Collective for Tuesday the 25th of August. It's not necessarily only set for that date. If you're seeing this on a date that's not August 25th, don't worry. This message is for the highest good of the Greater Collective. So you might be in tune to this reading when you're seeing it, if that makes sense. So it is sort of a timeless reading. Let's see what's going on. We have that Nine of Cups energy underneath in the beginning part of this week, so it'll be interesting to see where these cards go. Yesterday's reading was really lovely. I feel like something good is happening. I feel like with these cards, they seem to be taking more of a long-term approach, is the weird impression that I'm getting from them. It's not just for the day, it's also sort of setting up for as we're tapping into these energies, or as we're like sort of focusing on these opportunities, we're creating something that's unfolding further down the line, is the sense that I'm getting. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's sort of what I'm getting from these decks. And Lord knows we could use it in, today's sort of environment. It's been trying for everyone, I believe. So maybe there is some hope still left. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, that was a cut, huh? Oh, wow. All right, Ace of Cups, I'll take it. This is a beautiful card. This is like sort of inspiring. To me, the minute I flip this over, I feel like there's nourishment happening. In the sense that this crow that's sitting on the edge of the cup is drinking from this cup that overflows, right? When we have that Nine of Cups in the underpinning energy of the early part of the week, what I did notice today, I'm just going to share this as an aside. Yesterday we had, you'll be seeing this tomorrow, right? I'm taping this, it's now Monday morning at 9:22 a.m. Just for point of reference, because I might screw things up because I tape these a day early. Monday morning, after watching the forecast that was filmed the day prior, there was that Three of Wands card, which would be yesterday's reading, right? As you're watching this on Tuesday morning. That Three of Wands, it was interesting because it's a 3, right? I was reading in my email, I get a daily horoscope sent to me, and it had this thing in the horoscope that was talking about the Grand Trine, which I didn't know anything about. There's a trine happening where Cancer is in Venus, or Venus is in Cancer, the Moon is in Scorpio, and Uranus is in Pisces, or Neptune is in Pisces, I'm sorry. And so to me, that kind of brought my attention immediately to that Three of Wands that we saw for this morning. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. We have a grand trine and we have three wands, that sort of connection to spirit. Underpinning that is that Nine of Cups, that emotional abundance energy, right? And this horoscope is basically saying, be aware that it could be a potentially emotional day, but emotions can essentially go good or bad, right? And we need to understand and channel the power of our emotions. So the interesting thing is that those things kind of corroborated. Now, to bring us to this card today, when I look at this Ace of Cups, to me, if you look here, we have this beautiful crow sitting here drinking from this abundant cup that's overflowing. Aces to me always represent sort of out of the box thinking, new beginnings, that sort of a thing. This being a cups card is one of emotions or our feelings and the opportunities that abound from that. But I love that we have this fire or this brightness coming from behind the cup. Do you see that? Which is sort of like that Three of Wands energy that we saw the day before. It's kind of like this water fire combination. I love that this crow is sort of drinking from this cup, meaning I feel like our emotional connection to self can be nourishing to us. These little lotuses down here represent to me spiritual awakening or growth. So there could be opportunities to learn some new perspectives about where we fit in our world, how we fit in our world through the sitting with our emotions. There could be new opportunities in how we relate emotionally to the world around us. But to me, the overall essence of this card is that we kind of are coming in line emotionally to the gifts that are around us, say even the good or the bad. Maybe there's an opportunity here to start to see the benefit of everything, even if it's something that might, have challenged us or that we see as a challenge. To me, these crows feel like they're sort of lapping it up or nourishing themselves, right? Like quenching their thirst in a way, right? They're feeding from this cup. So every experience that we have, ultimately, we need to kind of own and look at it from a place of the opportunities it provides, even if it's challenging. Sometimes in life's challenges, it teaches us how to rise to the occasion. It shows us our strengths. Sometimes they can show us where our weaknesses lie so that we can better work on those areas of our life. To me, I feel like it's a very peaceful card. The Ace of Cups can also represent sort of new love in a lot of regards. Like it's that sort of emotional outpouring of love and affection. We could feel that for some of us. Some of us might feel like we can't deny the good things that are going on around us. And for those of you that maybe don't feel that right now, what I think this card is letting us know is that as we open up to that, or as we trust those emotions a little bit more and connect with them at a more deeper level, we'll start to realize that there is opportunities here to appreciate and love and grow with the feelings that we may have or that maybe caused us sort of worry and fear in the past. Okay, I do feel like this is like a new beginning in a way. And also, we've got to remember that underneath this is that Nine of Cups. So if we are feeling extra emotional, that's okay. I would say focus on those blessings that we saw in the Sunday grounding stone. Where are we blessed? And accentuate that. That is sort of also the abundance that we see in this Ace of Cups. And also that it's sort of out of the box thinking that aces come with too. It's like, how do we relate in a different way to the emotional aspects of self, and how do we allow that to help to teach us and grow us? Okay, and it can also sort of nurture us, right? That's this water, or nourish us in a way, right? It can feed us. All right, sorry, my dog's snoring underneath the desk. So here, oh, beautiful. So here is the ancestor and angels and ancestors card. This is Eagle, see from a higher perspective. And this kind of ties into, the minute I see this, I think of that grounding stone from yesterday, which was angel, where I was saying look at through life through the eyes of sort of an angel, right? Our own higher self, our own sort of, if it's through our own higher power or through our guides or through our own higher self, trying to attach to that perspective. To me, it feels like this is still coming in, right? Eagle says, let's look at this from a higher perspective. And I also feel like there's something about this eagle where he's swooping in and his claws, his talons are out like he's ready to grab something. There's something that, this is weird. I feel like yesterday's card in the Three of Wands, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, go back and look at that crow that's looking at that city in the far off distance. I feel like this eagle is similar to that crow, and he's getting closer to that goal. He's reaching his talons out and getting ready to grab it. It's the feeling that I get. So As we look from a higher perspective, as we look from a place with more emotional possibility, with more excitement, with more opportunity, we can actually sort of start to begin to see that it's coming to us, right? We can get a better perspective, a better vision of um, how things can come about, right? And there is this sort of marrying, I feel like, with this flames behind this cup of water, right? Of fire and water that are coming together that are bringing about hopefully a higher perspective. Or we wouldn't naturally mesh these two together, but they're kind of showing us the good and the bad and the benefit of all of that. Does that make sense? And eagle, this higher perspective viewpoint, is going to help us to kind of master it all or utilize it to the best of our ability. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Let's look at the stone. Okay. The grounding stone is on Tiger's Eye, and it's forgive. So forgiveness is an interesting energy. It doesn't surprise me to see forgiveness with all of this cups energy happening. We have that underpinning nine of cups, right? Which is that sort of emotional abundance and contentment of feeling like our needs are taken care of. But there's also this ace of cups, which is sort of a new beginning, a new opening, a new perspective emotionally. I think that when I think of this forgive, that's also sort of this eagle energy of looking through a higher perspective. Where is it that we can find forgiveness either for ourselves or others in our life, right? Where can we let people off the hook? Where can we let situations go? Where can we understand the teachings that we receive from situations that we kind of have seen as otherwise, hindrances or liabilities throughout most of our lives? Sometimes we perceive ourselves as the culmination of our experiences, and indeed we are, but we don't have to just stop there, right? We can kind of take the knowledge from those experiences, try and understand how it sort of grew us in what way, shape, or form, right? Even things that we don't fully accept or didn't ever really want in our life, on some level they were there to, if we trust the whole process, if we trust our spirit, if we trust that like the higher self is involved in all of this and is taking, opportunities to sort of learn, grow, excel. I think it shifts our perspective, right? And that puts us into this eagle energy of looking at things from a higher perspective, looking at things through a more wider vision, right? Maybe making accommodations for people that we haven't in the past been able to accept or understand. I think that some of this is more needed now for the greater collective in today's world than we really fully understand. So where is it that we can maybe forgive others or their belief systems or their ways of being, even though it may be different from our own, right? And where can we forgive ourselves too for things in our past, mistakes that we've made that we don't necessarily feel so proud of, but we've kind of carried with us? To me, I feel like emotionally there's a release happening. There's an opportunity to let these things go and look at things from a higher perspective. See the blessings, see the opportunities. We certainly deserve them. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now that are really hard on everybody, right? And so it's okay for them, to us to kind of not do things perfectly right now. Each and every person we need to remember is probably doing the best that they can, even if we don't fully understand why they do what they do, right? And so that's part of this forgiveness energy in the sense that I feel like maybe we need to allow people their process instead of maybe shutting them down or shoving our ideas down their throats. Not that I'm saying that anybody's doing that, but this is an opportunity to maybe let some of that go. And that also allows this flow of this Ace of Cups and the brilliance of this Ace of Cups to kind of come forward. All right, I'll read the cards to you really quick. Let me just see here. The Ace of Cups. The crow sits on the edge of a cup, connecting with the profoundly intuitive energy of the water that is overflowing into 5 streams representing the 5 senses. Pink lotus flowers float in the water, symbolizing purity and an awakened spirit. The Ace of Cups denotes the start of a beautiful, loving relationship and offers the opportunity for fulfillment both the spiritual and physical realms. You are feeling drawn to connect with those who are on a similar spiritual path as a way of creating more positive relationships. I also feel like this doesn't necessarily mean specific people. This could be us just connecting to our life in a more in sync way emotionally, where we feel more, uplifted emotionally. Thus, that carries over into the realm of spirit too, and it nourishes us. There's definitely a nourishment. That crow drinking that water makes me feel like he is getting what he needs, if that makes sense. So let me go to, and he's making sure that he has it, right? He's there, like even the one up above is flying to the cup. Like this is a source that is within us that's always available to us if we remember that. All right, where is eagle wise? Okay, 1 second, I'm looking in the wrong place. Sorry, guys. Listen to my dog snore for a minute, please. Okay, here we go. It's 124. Eagle. See from a higher perspective. Look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws his power and strength from the sun. He is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide who is able to see for miles. He approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have the real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. Ego medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or visions may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation, needs, or ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Ego medicine can help you change this. The ego brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. That love is definitely reflected in that Ace of Cups. I do sort of think that ego is kind of asking us to look at things, especially with that forgive stone too, is like, where can we open up our hearts and forgive ourselves or those around us so that we can transform those relationships and move to a different space to begin to see again those blessings that are all around us, right? We need to kind of dwell in that, feel that, truly feel that, and allow that to pour forth for ourselves, because there will be like a sort of much needed benefit from that. I hope that makes sense, guys. That is your forecast for the day. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I think that, the weekly was really beautiful this week. I hope these cards stay this way. It feels like there's something really transformative happening this week. And hopefully that's the case. All right, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Take care. I love you. Bye-bye.